The dimensions of a rectangular farmland are x plus 60 feet by x feet. If the area of the land is 9,100 square feet, what is the perimeter of the land? Well, we are asked to find the perimeter of a rectangular farmland. And the formula for the perimeter of a rectangle is equal to 2 times length plus width. So to answer this question, we will need to know our length and our width. The information we are given is the area and the dimensions of the farmland. And since we know that area is equal to length times width for a rectangle, we can insert this information and solve for x. Area is 9,100, our length is x plus 60, and our width is x. Simplifying, we get 9,100 is equal to x squared plus 60x. Since this is a quadratic equation, to solve we need to set our equation equal to 0. Subtracting 9,100 from both sides, we get x squared plus 60x minus 9,100. To solve this quadratic equation, we can factor, complete the square, or use the quadratic equation. I choose to use the quadratic equation. To do that, I need to know my values for a, b, and c. A is my x squared coefficient, or 1. B is my x coefficient, which is 60. And c is my constant term, which is negative 9,100. The quadratic equation is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. Plugging in my values for a, b, and c, I get negative 60 plus or minus the square root of 60 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 9,100 all over 2 times 1. Simplifying my square root, I get negative 60 plus or minus the square root of 3,600 plus 36,400 all over 2. Further simplifying my radical, I get negative 60 plus or minus the square root of 40,000 divided by 2. The square root of 40,000 is 200. And because both my terms in my numerator can be divided by 2, I can simplify to negative 30 plus or minus 100. Therefore, x is either negative 30 plus 100 or negative 30 minus 100. That will give me 70 and negative 130. And since we're talking about length and width, we cannot have a negative value, so that my value for x is 70. Next, let's determine the values for length and width. The length is equal to x plus 60. X is 70. And 60 plus 70 is 130. My width is equal to x, which is equal to 70. So now I have my values for length and width. I can plug this into my perimeter equation and solve. Perimeter is equal to 2 times my length, 130, plus width, which is 70. Perimeter is equal to 2 times 200. The perimeter is equal to 400 feet. And this corresponds to answer choice A.